the description down below. It's just talking about all the specs of the bike and everything that the bike has to offer. Now, I've been listening to my viewers, and some of you have been wanting to see some riding footage. I've invested myself into an Insta360 and a microphone to go with it, and I'm going to bring you some riding footage today. My first impressions of riding the bike, it's very smooth, very comfortable, the brakes are responsive, it's handling itself really well on the roads, really smooth, and the handlebar design's giving it that adventure feel, and I can see myself riding this for miles and miles on end without any discomfort. Top speed of 25 kilometers an hour, which is equivalent to 15.5 miles an hour. It's handling all those bumps in the road with ease. I'm not feeling them, and this is certainly really comfortable. Just keep an eye to make sure I don't get run over by the vehicles overtaking. Okay, and turning right. So now I'm going to give a bit of a demonstration going into my local park. One thing before you buy any bike, you want to know that the brakes are good. So I'm going to get up to the top speed of the bike, and then I'm going to hit the brakes, all around checks. And it brought me to a very quick stop. So these are brakes that you can rely on in case of an emergency. We've got 7 gears to go from, so we can go, I'm currently in 3rd gear, we can go to 4th. So basically, if you did want to pedal faster than 25 kilometers an hour or 15.5 miles an hour, you can put the work in yourself and you can pedal faster. And it will bring you to a higher speed than that 15.5 miles an hour, but that's all that it will assist you up to. There's no throttle on this bike, so just bear that in mind if you are after a bike with a throttle. There isn't one, which makes it completely road legal to use on UK roads without insurance, tax and MOT, and it's coming in a nice matte black finish. And I'm going to show you how it handles off-road as well. So we're going onto the grass now. Initially, when you do slow down to probably about, I'd say, 1 to 3 miles an hour, you do have to put in the effort like you would on a regular bike that you learnt to ride as a kid. But once you got up to about 3 or 4 miles an hour, pedaling will feel like it's in 1st gear when you're actually in 4th gear. Because what's happening is, as soon as you start pedaling, the motor engages and it says, hey, we need to assist you up to 15.5 miles an hour, which is what it's doing. It's got a removable lithium-ion battery, which you can charge, and a lovely LCD display. And if you do want to learn more about this bike, if you have a look in the description, there is a link where I'm discussing all the specifications that it has to offer. And I'll put a link to the product as well in the description down below. But this is a fantastic piece of kit. It's ideal for someone who is looking to cut their commuting costs to work. You know, because if you're paying tax, insurance and mileage and the wear and tear, riding an e-bike is your perfect option for you. If you want to commute to work to short distances, perhaps you've got somewhere to charge the battery at work as well. So then really it's effectively free travel. And considering that this Pixar Cruiser E-Bike can handle itself off-road and on-road and in all types of conditions, this is a perfect option for you to consider buying. And I'm going to be honest, I'm always honest with my viewers. There isn't really anything that I don't like about this bike. It's perfect for what it is. It's got a rear storage rack. I'm not using it at the moment, but you could put a rear box on the back, or you can put your bag on the back and tie it up. So this is a perfect option. The last thing I'd recommend to my viewers is getting a good lock. I'd recommend buying the Hip Lock D1000 because if you are going to park this up at a cafe or anywhere Pacific, you want to make sure it doesn't get stolen. I've had a couple of bikes stolen in my time, but by buying something like a hip lock, it's going to cost you a couple £100, but these things are nearly impossible to angle grind. They're not angle grind resistant, they're pretty much angle grind proof. So I'll stick a link to one of those in the description as well. And if you could leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought of today's video in the comment section. If you've got any suggestions for future videos, and let us know what you think of e-bikes as a whole.